This is going to be a recap on everything that we've been going over. If that feels fast, what do you think is going to happen to the first quarter? If you could see yourself in the future, what would your future self look like? What would your future self be doing? So again, those are those little things that you need to reward yourself with. It's okay to have fun, okay? All right, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
All right, good to see everyone. Okay, so here we go. This is going to be a recap on everything that we've been going over. We've been doing this now for what, 3 weeks? So here we go. So if that feels fast, what do you think is going to happen to the first quarter? It's going to be March Madness, and you guys are all going to be like, what the heck is going on? Where'd the last 2 months go? Okay? So I'm here to basically help you through that piece, okay? Now, again, let me get a feel from everyone. What kind of feelings have you been getting with the work that you've been putting in with working on some of this stuff? I'm interested, like, has it kind of racked your brain? Is it making you nervous? Is it making you uncomfortable? Are you like, shit, I've never done this. This is way outside my league. Like what? And there's no right or wrong answer. Like it's just whatever you're feeling. Because I remember the first couple times that Kim and I sat down and we really went deep on stuff, I didn't like it. I didn't like it because I was holding myself accountable. No one else was making us do it, but we were doing it ourselves, and it was a weird feeling. First and foremost, vision statement, okay? That is important. You have to know, you have to have the vision. Well, Dave, I'm not a visionary person. Okay, entertain me. If you could see yourself in the future, what would your future self look like? What would your future self be doing? Would your future self look a certain way? Would you be acting a certain way? Would you be doing different things? That's what a vision statement is, okay? That vision of what you see. There's no right or wrong answer to that, okay? Okay, the next one, and this was the day that Maria was going over stuff with you guys, right? The 5 F's, okay? Faith, family, fitness, finances, fun. Again, faith, believing in a higher power, something greater than yourself, faith in what you're doing, faith in your team, faith in the mission, okay? That's what faith means, okay? Your family. What are your goals for your family? You know, more getaways or staying away from them? I mean, it could go either way. Sometimes families are toxic, right? And you get dragged into that. And sometimes it's okay to be arm length distance. You still love them. Or maybe you don't, Katie. But, you know, at the end of the day, family's family no matter what. Okay, that's not going to change. But you can change your environment around them. Fitness. I'm not saying you got to work out at 3 a.m., get a six-pack, or you're fired, okay? You have to put the body in motion, okay? I used to laugh at Kim when she would tell me, oh my God, I'm so exhausted. I showed 15 homes today. And I'm like, let me get this straight. Now, this is the old Dave. Let me get this straight. You didn't walk to each house, right? She's like, don't be a smartass. I'm like, you drove there. You did this thing with this little key contraption. You took your key out and you stuck it in and walked around the house and got back in your car and drove off. And then there was one day where I showed 14, 15 houses, whatever it was. I came home, I'm like, it's 3 o'clock. Dave's taking a nap. Like I was exhausted because it's like a show. Like when you're with the client, it is like showtime. There's no like, okay, cut. Oh man, let's go have a cigarette. You know, you're hanging out. Okay, let me get back in acting mode. You don't get that. Oh my God. Just crazy. So what I noticed is that when I wasn't eating right or getting good sleep or whatever the case may be, I noticed that it really kicked my butt, okay? But then there was times where I was hydrated, especially in the summertime, let's face it. It's 110, you're burning your hands on everything. I noticed that I wasn't as bad. And so then I was like, okay, I really need to get dialed in. Again, we're not having a bikini contest here. I'm just saying, put the body in motion, stretch, go for a walk, eat some healthy food. Don't go through Whataburger, fire up a double cheesy or whatever they're called, and onion rings and a red soda and go show houses. Like I advise against that. Okay. Finances. You got to know where you're at. I had a conversation that I didn't share with you on a family member, and I had to fire him up. I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. I go, do you know where you're at? Well, so I did a whiteboard over the phone, and at the end of the conversation, he was more relaxed. What I want for each and every one of you in this room is at the end of the year, or even sooner, all you got to worry about is your bank account has X amount of money, everything is on auto draft, and you don't have to worry about a thing. As long as you look at the bank, you go, oh, there's enough money in there, everything's taken care of, boom, done. When you go in there and you're jockeying and you're trying to find out what the grace period is and you're waiting for, okay, if this closes and all that, remember those days? Yes. You're stressing yourself out. I don't want that for you. So whatever we can do to be financially fit to know exactly where you're at is going to be a relief to you, okay? And then last one, you have to have fun. Now, we had a lot of fun here this morning. Whatever fun, hey, listen, if you need to take off for a long weekend and go get caught up in a vortex in Sedona, go for it. If you need a little staycation for 2 days and 1 night, it's so crazy because you put all your shit in a suitcase, you throw it in the car, and like 10 minutes later, you're at home. You're like, why don't we do this more often? Okay? So again, those are those little things that you need to reward yourself with. It's okay to have fun, okay? So with that being said, you gotta have fun, okay? We don't know when our time's coming, okay? A plane could have taken off from the Scottsdale Air Park and could be right now heading our way. We don't know it. And the last thing we're all gonna talk about when we're up in heaven is, Dave, do you remember what, okay? So anyway, again, life is short. You got to enjoy it, okay? It's not about the money all the time. It's about having some fun and a little bit of money and just enjoying life, all right?